Get ready for the cybersecurity breakdown. We start with the Grafana Labs situation, where an attacker gained unauthorized access to part of the company's GitHub environment by obtaining a compromised GitHub token and attempted to extort the company. Grafana Labs quickly revoked the exposed token and launched an internal investigation. But this incident really highlights the ongoing risk posed by leaked developer credentials and the growing focus on software supply chain environments. We dive into what this means for your development security right now. Into WooCommerce checkout pages, affecting over 40,000 websites and allowing attackers to steal customer credit card information. Developers have released an urgent patch, but administrators need to inspect their checkout pages immediately. Finally, we look at major shifts in Microsoft authentication as they kill SMS codes for account sign-in and aggressively push passkeys on Windows 11. Microsoft is officially phasing out text messages for personal accounts, moving toward a passwordless future using biometric passkeys, which is a huge security win, although some power users are already seeing headaches with virtual machines. Don't miss this full security update. Subscribe now and check out Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. A rapidly evolving landscape of cybersecurity threats is dominating headlines, featuring incidents related to software supply chain vulnerabilities, cloud misconfigurations, and active exploitation campaigns against popular applications. Grafana Labs disclosed a security incident where an attacker gained unauthorized access to part of its GitHub environment using a compromised token, leading to the download of source code and extortion attempts. Grafana emphasized that customer systems and production secrets were unaffected, though the incident underscores the persistent risk associated with leaked developer credentials and source code repositories. In the cloud security space, a significant debate has emerged following a researcher's report accusing Microsoft of downplaying a serious vulnerability in Azure backup for Kubernetes. The researcher alleged the flaw could grant users with low-level backup permissions broader access within Azure Kubernetes service environments. Microsoft reportedly countered by deeming the behavior expected, a stance that has drawn criticism from the security community over inconsistent disclosure practices. Web application security is also under intense scrutiny. Researchers have warned of an active exploitation campaign targeting a critical vulnerability in the WordPress Funnel Builder plugin. This flaw allows attackers to inject malicious payment skimming code onto WooCommerce checkout pages by inserting fake Google Tag Manager scripts designed to steal credit card information. Developers have released an urgent patch, version 3.15.03, and administrators are advised to inspect checkout pages immediately. Federal agencies are facing immediate threats. The Cybersecurity and Infrastructure Security Agency has ordered all U.S. federal civilian agencies to patch a critical Cisco Catalyst SD-WAN vulnerability that is already being exploited, granting unauthenticated remote attackers elevated access. This vulnerability has been added to CISA's known exploited vulnerabilities catalog, prompting urgent remediation efforts. Microsoft has also issued warnings regarding an actively exploited zero-day vulnerability, CVE 2026-42897, in Exchange Server Subscription Edition, affecting Exchange 2016 and 2019. This flaw, which involves spoofing and cross-site scripting, surfaced shortly after Microsoft's recent updates. Meanwhile, the competitive nature of vulnerability discovery is evident, highlighted by the Pontuon Berlin 2026 competition, where researchers secured substantial rewards by demonstrating zero-day exploits against technologies like Windows 11 and Microsoft Edge, focusing on privilege escalation and remote code execution. Legacy infrastructure remains a concern, as researchers uncovered an 18-year-old vulnerability in the widely deployed NGINX web server that could lead to denial of service or remote code execution. This discovery highlights the lingering risks in older, trusted software. Finally, geopolitical tensions are influencing infrastructure security advice. CISA is advising critical infrastructure operators to prepare for prolonged periods of operational independence from external IT systems amid potential cyber conflicts, focusing on strengthening operational technology resilience against state-linked threat groups. LaPorte has officially greenlit the construction of a second Microsoft data center campus, following a unanimous vote by the City Council on Monday night. The decision paves the way for significant economic growth in the area, according to city leaders. The new facility will be situated south of Boyd Boulevard, with its main property situated along Highway 35 south to County Road 250. Construction is already in progress for the first Microsoft data center located off Boyd Boulevard, just south of East Lincoln Way. City officials emphasize that this second center is a major focus for future development in LaPorte. The approval also includes the annexation of nearly 9 parcels of land. Discussions regarding the site in Pleasant Township have been ongoing for some time, and a public hearing in April allowed residents to voice their opinions. Local union workers have expressed enthusiasm for the project and the potential job creation, while other residents have called for increased transparency as the project advances. City officials assured the public in April that they would investigate any concerns raised regarding the development. The city is currently working to determine the timeline for the site once the council's approval is finalized. Microsoft has made its Study and Learn agent generally available to eligible education users within Microsoft 365 Copilot. This new AI tool is specifically designed to support learning by guiding students through concepts rather than simply providing direct answers. The agent is available at no additional cost for Microsoft 365 education customers and is pre-installed for Microsoft Education A1, A3, and A5 licenses. Students aged 13 and older and educators can access the tool where Copilot Chat is enabled. For K-12 accounts, Copilot Chat is off by default for students and requires activation by an IT administrator. Once access is granted, students can use Study and Learn within the Microsoft 365 Copilot app on web and desktop without needing separate logins or applications. Microsoft positioned the launch as a response to the need for educational AI tools that prioritize deep understanding over speed. Mike Tholfsen, Principal Group Product Manager for Microsoft Education, stated that Study and Learn is purpose-built for learning, centered on the principle that learners do the thinking and learning. The agent is designed to help students understand, think, practice, and master topics across K-12 and higher education. It operates by leading conversations with questions and incorporating interactive activities such as flashcards, quizzes, fill-in-the-blanks, and matching exercises. Key features include adaptive scaffolding, productive struggle, and active learning principles. Study and Learn coaches students by asking guiding questions, providing step-by-step support, identifying misconceptions, and generating practice activities, ensuring the learner remains in control of the process. Examples include a biology student creating flashcards on the cell cycle or a calculus student receiving guided problem-solving. The tool aims to move students beyond passive review by combining guided conversation with retrieval-based practice, supporting writing skills, broad concept understanding, and breaking down complex topics. Schools access the tool through their existing Microsoft 365 education environment, ensuring that IT administrators maintain control over data, privacy, and responsible AI usage. The agent is currently optimized and generally available in English for the US, with plans for additional languages soon. Study and Learn operates alongside Teach, Microsoft's AI agent for educators, with Study and Learn focusing on student knowledge building and skills mastery. Microsoft is aggressively phasing out SMS codes for personal Microsoft account sign-in, mandating a shift towards passwordless security methods like passkeys on Windows 11. Microsoft has officially confirmed it will stop sending text messages for two-factor authentication and account recovery for personal accounts, citing the fact that SMS-based authentication is now a leading source of fraud. The move is part of a broader commitment to advancing security standards, with Microsoft stating it believes the future of authentication is passwordless, secure, and user-friendly. The rationale behind eliminating SMS is the inherent insecurity of text messages, which are transmitted in plain text and are vulnerable to interception, including SIM swap attacks where hackers can hijack accounts. In place of SMS, Microsoft is pushing users to adopt passkeys, which utilize device-bound biometric hardware such as Windows Hello facial recognition or fingerprint scanners to create phishing-resistant cryptographic keys. These passkeys offer superior security because the private key never leaves the physical hardware, making remote phishing attacks virtually impossible. Passkeys can also be synced across devices via services like Apple iCloud Keychain or Google Password Manager for enhanced recovery. While this transition represents a significant cybersecurity upgrade, it may present challenges for power users. Reports indicate that in highly technical environments, such as testing virtual machines, the lack of biometric hardware or security keys can disrupt the passkey login process, necessitating the use of SMS as a fallback. Microsoft is urging all personal account holders to set up passkeys and verify backup email addresses, signaling a definitive end to the reliance on SMS for Microsoft account security in the Windows ecosystem.